But moving on to our next topic, which is Mulan.
And top
Mulan,
five Disney movies of all time. I
for
said it.
sure. Honestly, it's probably my most favorite Disney movie of all time. Honestly.
So
Yeah.
Lion King wasn't Disney.
No, I said it's my favorite Disney movie of all time. Like it's my only, like literally. There's no competitor for it for
I think
me.
you might be a flawed individual.
How? How? Like all I'm saying, Mulan was just one of those stories to where it was like a really good soundtrack, really dope animation visuals, and it was just also kind of like it followed a story of a really badass woman. Don't get me wrong, we have other stories like that, but like when you kind of like when you get older and then you realize some of the stuff they have put in your kind of like classic Disney films that you grew up to love, it's kind of like, can I really like it? So like Pocahontas, you think you like that when you're a kid,
What
but then
an
you grow
example.
up, then you grow up, you're like, whoa, Disney is messed
Hey, I
up
will
for
say
me.
this though, like the soundtrack of Pocahontas is fire.
It is
Like,
too. It
like the
is.
like the feel of it. It's just like
Yeah.
you didn't have to understand what it's really about. Yeah,
Yeah.
but no, I'm just messing with you. Mulan is elite. It's definitely some top tier
Um,
stuff.
but in other news, if you did not know, Mulan was set to premiere earlier this year.
The live
Um,
action version.
live action version, but due to COVID-19, it's gotten stalled for its actual release. And now we have a definitive date of September 4th, where it will be premiering at a rental price of $30 on Disney Plus. There's some critiques about, it being $30, not, is it worth it? It's definitely worth it. I'm one of those people who I personally feel like it's definitely worth to spend $30 on seeing Mulan in your home at the comfortability. And then you have to think about it. You spend $30 to see that movie. Who says how many people you could have to go see that movie?
Yeah, I mean
You
it's
might
ten
get a whole
dollars
family.
higher.
Yeah, it is $10 higher than maybe you actually seen it
I'm talking
yourself
about the
at
other ones on
IMAX.
there. It's definitely, but I feel you though. It's yeah.
Like the average movie ticket price, if you get it on premiere day, can range anywhere from $13 to $15. That's not including maybe IMAX, right? You
Mm-hmm.
spend $30, you got a family of 7 or 10 or like 5 or 4. $30 is nothing in comparison to what you would have spent to buy everybody's individual ticket. Coming with me, everybody a kid. It's kid prices. Like so I just think it's personally worth it. I'm excited to see it. I know there were awesome critiques about the project and the fact that it wasn't going to include Mushu. Mushu wasn't going to be in there, so there was no Eddie Murphy. There is also not going to be. They said some of the music wasn't going to be in there, like the original singing and all that wasn't going to be in
Can we
there.
just go on the record and saying like, all right, if it's a live action film, not having the talking dragon probably is for the best.
No, I agree. I definitely agree. I feel like I really hope they insert some type of homage to Mushu's character. So the sense of
Yeah,
like whether there's a statue, whether like it really was something her family had as a guardian, maybe just some type of reference that
yeah.
coincide with it being live action. That's what I'm all for. And then I think the singing is not going to be there, and then also the relationship that Mulan had with her her love interest, that's not going to be in there anymore either, because they didn't the whole concept of having a subordinate type of relationship with that person, they didn't want that to be portrayed in this film, especially during the Me Too era. So
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, the trailer looks really dope. Period pieces are dope when they're like handled well. Also,
mm-hmm,
ones about like different cultures. I think that's
mm-hmm,
really cool just to like see other cultures and stuff.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, I did see people talking about like the future of movies. Like, is this starting to signal? They do
mm-hmm,
this every year, but like the death of the theater or whatever, like
mm-hmm,
it's COVID and like this Mulan movie, is that kind of pushing that through? I
mm-hmm,
remember like in college, I wrote like a 10-page paper
mm-hmm.
about like the death of the theater. But I don't know. It's interesting to see like when big films like this, obviously it's due to COVID, but like go to streaming, and
Mm-hmm.
how like I don't know, like how people adjust. Like I know people like Quentin Tarantino. I was looking, I think it was actually Christopher Nolan. Him, Steven Spielberg. Those kind of
Mm-hmm.
guys hate streaming services. That's why like Tenet, like they refuse to put that on the streaming service. They just keep
Yeah,
pushing back the release date
yeah.
because he will not put his movie on straight to streaming.
Think about how much money he inputted in that though. So like I can kind of understand for that project. But when you finally be able to have the opportunity, because I'm not gonna lie to you, Like there are productions right now where they're